Have you had problems sleeping lately? Have you had your energy going up and down unpredictably? Have you felt different needs, your needs for food or for other things changing from the old to something new, sometimes back and then again? If these are things you have been experiencing, then you really want to listen to this video. My name is Lot and this is my first video where I will go really in depth on what I promised on my Patreon introduction video. So, let's simply dive in. Since 2012 I've been experiencing this, what I just described. Meaning that sometimes you just wake up middle of the night and this keeps happening for days or sometimes weeks at very specific hours. Some days I would have a lot of energy and then suddenly I would have very low energy, like no energy at all, not being able to produce anything. And back then I was still working part-time, so it could be really tough. Now I'm a freelancer full-time, and then I can simply choose to accept what my body is asking from me. But it's not always possible for everyone to just do so. And even for me, if I don't work, then I don't generate money, so yeah. So what is happening? Where is this coming from? Yeah, I've heard this, or yeah, I should take some pills, or I should have less stress. Yeah, these are all possibilities. But I would like to go in depth and go to the root of it, because if you would take just pills to sleep, you're not solving your problem. Because the pills are only attacking the symptoms. And as I've been saying very often already, I do not believe in just treating the symptoms. I believe in going to the root of the problem and solving it there, because then you really solve something. And yeah, there's a possibility to solve things here, although the end result may not be what you expect. So what's the bigger picture here? What is really happening? Well, I will go back to the symptoms to give you some clarity from there. I'll give you the symptoms and then some possible reasons. And of course, there can be medical reasons. So if it's really extreme, you can go and consult a physician, your doctor. But I would like to hear me out first. And I would start with the following. If you're not feeling good, then your body will react to that. So if you're having a lot of stress, you will get physical problems. Some people get stomach problems until the point to have an ulcer, where your stomach is literally bleeding. Some people get nose bleeding. Some people get a lot of headaches, migraines. People cannot focus anymore. These are all related to stress. So it's not a physical reason, it's an emotional reason, it's an energetic reason that results into stress. So when you have these problems, yeah, you can take medication, but if you don't take away the source, which is stress, you will keep having these problems. Makes sense, right? Well, there are many more of these problems that we have. And if you look around you, you will see that a lot of people don't sleep very well. A lot of people look tired. And it's not normal if you're always tired. I used to be in that, but now it changed. Sometimes I don't sleep for a whole night and I keep being productive all night long. I'm just working, creating, doing things, and the next day I'm feeling like normal. I don't feel that I missed a night, or at 4 or 5 o'clock suddenly I'm tired and I take a nap for an hour or so, or half an hour, and then I'm back, and then I can just keep on going with my day like nothing happened. So what's happening? We are changing. And scientists are seeing this. The mass media is not talking about it, but we are mutating genetically, because our consciousness is changing, because a lot is changing. If you look around you, everything is changing. The world is changing. It has always been, but today it's changing much faster. And you see, for example, more and more people who work with crowdfunding, more and more people who are first giving and then very naturally they will start to receive. It's not like everyone is doing it the old way. You need to work hard, making very long days, very long hours, and take no holidays, and then you will... Oh, most people are doing this actually for 1,000 years and they were still poor. Only a few people were getting wealthy, so something is wrong there. So what's changed? Well, what's changed is that if you look around, you will see there are some people who are just going with their flow. They're in their flow and they're just productive, successful. They have people who are enthusiastic about the products and they pay for it. And these people are not working in the traditional way, very hard, many hours and sweating and took I don't know how many degrees before they reach a certain level and got so many certificates to prove that they can do something. No, there are people who work from here. They just know something, they just feel it, or they just take a pen and they start drawing and something fantastic comes out of it, and they never went to art school. And you know what I'm talking about. You see this. You see it happening, and it can be frustrating for you because you probably worked for many years, went to school and worked on degrees, and then you still have to suffer a lot to earn a okay salary if you're lucky. And you see these other people who just skip all this and they're just doing. And of course you see people who skip as well and who are totally unsuccessful. And you also see people who have been very unsuccessful for very long and suddenly they're very successful. Or people who are breaking all the rules of society when it comes to how you should do things like working and then earning money or whatever. And they're always doing fine. They always have what to eat, they always have what they need. And you're still working very hard and you barely manage to get by. You're working a lot to pay all those bills. And then at the end, you don't have much left. That can be really frustrating. Been there, done that. And there are many reasons for that. So coming back to the sleep. Because the sleep is something that can really hurt us. Especially if we do not have the ability to sleep when our body is asking for it. But if we need to stay in a certain structure, certain rhythm, because our kids need to go to school, because we need to go to work at a certain hour. What's very important is that first, we do not judge ourselves. We do not say that we are less than others, that we are failure, we are whatever, because we're not producing like others anymore. Second is that we listen to our bodies. And third is that we accept. And I'm not the one inventing this, but to be able to change something, first you need to accept that it's there, or that it is in this specific way, before you can change it. Not accepting something is just going against the energy, going against the flow, against the wave, and saying, I don't accept this, no, this is not okay, and just getting upset. You know, when you're upset, you cannot think right, you make mistakes, you're not sharp. So staying calm, looking at the situation, and then feeling, what can I do, what's happening actually first, and then what can I do about this? How should I react to it? That is what's going to help you. So if you cannot sleep, then feel, what is it that your body actually wants? You want to eat? Okay, go eat. You want to walk? Go walk. Just try doing what you need, what your body is asking you to do. And silence your mind. Yeah, but in 4 hours I need to get up and go to work. Just do it. Maybe your body just needs you to go and walk. And when you walk, your circulation is going, your energy is flowing. Probably you will clean up, because when you're moving, your body can detoxify much faster. Maybe what you need is just a 15 minutes walk. And after that, you come back home, you lay down, and then you sleep perfectly. And maybe you should go for a walk tomorrow as well, but then before going to bed. Have you walk outside, detox, relax, no phone in your hands, no nothing, no, just to, you let go of everything, and then you go to sleep. I experienced this in a very extreme way in 2012 when I had my enormous breakthrough. That I felt in my body that I had to go out, and I had to get up at 7 in the morning. But I felt at 1 o'clock I need to go out. I felt also I needed to scream or to let out something huge, like a roar. And so I went. 1 o'clock, I got up, put on my clothes, took my bike, and went to the park. I went biking, and I biked for half an hour like crazy, and then the roar came out. And it was funny. It was with a huge echo all over the water, and it was summer, and there were people everywhere in the huge park. So yeah, I don't think anybody ever recognized me, but they probably thought there was a wild animal that got loose. I didn't care. But after that, I calmed down, I came home, took a shower, and I went to sleep, and I was immediately sleeping, and I woke up at 6, full of energy, blasting, like a double Duracell battery, and I was there, and I had a very powerful day. So what I needed was to go out and let the bloodstream flow and let out that excess of energy that I had, positive and toxins and whatever, and I felt great afterwards. And I woke up 1 hour early, and I was full of energy the whole day, till late in the evening the next day as well. So I was listening to what my body was screaming for. But it helps to not wait till your body is really screaming, because when you get ill, when you get sick, when you have pain, when you have huge discomfort, is your body screaming like, God damn it, listen to me, I need this. So listen. Because that bike trip was just half an hour, and then I slept perfectly. Last night I didn't listen. And this happened already a few more times lately. And then I just spent hours and hours in the bed not sleeping, and I'm really exhausted afterwards. You can see it on my face. Probably you see I'm like a panda bear. And yeah, because I didn't listen. And honestly, I don't know what I should have done last night. Actually, oh no, I do know. Because I walked the dog for just 10 minutes, and it felt really good outside. And what I should have done was not think like, no, I should go to bed because I may have to get up early in the morning. No, what I should have done was feel that and just go with it. And then I would probably have slept very well last night. On the other hand, I would not be making this video where I'm sharing with you how you can change things for you for the better. So this is one thing, the sleep. Listen to your body. And sometimes what you feel is during the day you need to take a nap. Well, you can do a power nap of 10 minutes. You put your alarm, you lay down. If you cannot, you just sit very comfortably. You have a power nap. After 10 minutes, you wake up, you freshen up your face with water, you have a walk, and I guarantee you, you will be full of energy again. And that's your body just saying, hey, I need a quick break. It's like your body saying, hey, I need to go and pee. You don't say, no, at 6 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock now. No, I will work till 6 o'clock, and then my body can release. No, if you need to go, you go. The same for food, same for drinking water. By the way, I recommend you drink more water. Most probably double what you're drinking, because most people barely drink. Yeah, they drink 5 coffees on a day or 6, and they think, yeah, but I drank enough. No. I think even that the coffee is dehydrating you. Just plain water. If you can tap water or you take bottled water, depending on where you live, you need it. And science has proven this. Drinking enough water helps you to clean. It's like flushing the toilet. You need the water. You're not saying, no, we'll just do 2 little cups of water a day and that's enough. No, you flush. And this is literally what's happening with your body. You flush and the toxins come out. And if you look what's coming out, the clearer it is, the better you're doing. The darker it is, you know you need to drink more. You're healthy when it's at the point that it's basically water coming out. It means you're very clean and there's almost nothing that you're taking out. And your body knows exactly how much water to take. And yeah, people say, if you drink too much, this and that will happen. Well, first try to get to the point where you drink enough, which is 2 to 3 liters per day. When it's cold, 2 liters. When it's warm, 3 liters, sometimes even more when it's really hot, when you're sweating or when you're exercising or so. Because I know these people who go to fitness want to lose weight, so they don't drink too much, because then they will sweat a lot and then they go on the scale and look, I lost so much. Yeah, you lost water. That's not what you need to lose to get lighter. And even if your body is accumulating water, then you need to look at other things. It doesn't mean you should stop drinking water. You should always keep drinking water to clean. So the low and the high energy. What is happening? Well, what's happening is, because your body is in so much transformation, there are moments where your body is sucking up all the energy to make certain transformations, to implement the transformations, the genetic transformation. And yeah, that can take energy. So then you need to rest for a moment, and you will see that after that, when things are transformed or fixed or upgraded, you're back. You can go again. And then you have energy. And if you listen to this rhythm, there's a very, very, very high chance that you will actually be more productive than if you would try to keep going in the old rhythm. And I've seen this also in my days when I was still working in corporations, that if I would take regular breaks, when I would feel them, I would be so much more efficient in between the breaks. Like literally doubling my productivity by doubling my breaks. Because it's not about how many hours you spend at your desk, sitting there and looking at your screen like, I hate this. Tick, 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 tick. You're not productive. Better go for a walk. Take some fresh air. Why do you think Google is so successful? Because they allow their people to take breaks as much as they want and to have fun. They create spaces for them to have their breaks in, to relax, to play games, to talk, to walk. Why? Because that's when the unconscious mind can find solutions for problems. That's when ideas can pop up. That's when basically your memories can be stored. It's like a computer. Sometimes your computer just needs to archive things. The brain works the same way. That's why we need to sleep. That's why we need to take a break from time to time when we're doing something that's very intense, or even when it's not super intense. And it's good. And you will see. Do your own research if you don't believe me. But you will see that the more breaks you take, the more efficient you will be. And this is also how certain people who have the balls and generally these people become the CEOs or own their own companies, work only half a day. Because they spend those hours very focused, but they have a lot of energy because they also take their rest and they have the right balance. And of course, they don't tolerate distractions, or they ignore the distractions. This means not having your phone on Messenger next to you all the time. Bleep, 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 all the messages and the funny videos coming in and stuff like that. No. You want to do something, you do it. Like I record this video, my phone goes on silence and airplane mode. So even notifications that I've planned, if yesterday I thought like, at 2 o'clock I need to do this thing, yeah, I'll plan it at 2 o'clock, and then quarter to 2 I start to recording, and then I don't want to bzzz, oh shit, I need to do that thing. No distractions. Focus. Somebody wants to call me. Well, I'm not a ER doctor, so there's nothing that can be that urgent that I need to be reachable instantly. Your availability is not that crucial. It's not about that you're that important or not that important. No. The most important person in your life is you. You need to take care very well of yourself. The better you take care of yourself, the stronger you will be, and the more people can lean on you. If you're weak and people come to lean on you, they drop. So, the better you take care of yourself, the better you can be a good support, the better parent you can be, the better coach, the better doctor, the better helper. But first, focus on yourself, being as strong and as healthy as you can be. That's not being egoistic, that's being super generous. And of course, ignore what people are saying. Oh, you're an egoist, you always first take care of yourself, you should first take care of other people. No, they don't understand because they're just dealing with the symptoms. Remember, I talked about the symptoms, not going to the root? Yeah, it looks very nice if you're selfishness and you first always help all the others, and at the end you try to take care of yourself, or if you see if there's some food left for you to eat. But if you're the one who needs to work in the field or the one to defend the castle, then you better eat, and eat a lot, and eat more than those who are just sitting in the castle still and cannot fight. Yes, this is an extreme example, but this is just that you get the picture. So you need to take good care of yourself. The better you take care of yourself, the more generous you are, the better support you are. So the high and low energies are just what your body can give you to do what you want to do. And if you listen to it, you can build a good partnership with your body, and then you will be super successful. You may also have noticed that certain foods are not fun anymore to eat, or you even get sick while eating them. And that there are other things you suddenly want to eat and you never liked them before, or never thought of them before, or even never heard of them before. This is also your body having different needs. I, for example, I'm a part-time vegetarian now. Yes, it helps that my girlfriend is vegetarian, but my ex was not vegetarian, but was also eating very little meat. And I realized that I actually have more energy when I eat less meat, especially red meat. So I almost never eat red meat. Okay, I eat red meat and even pork when I make pancakes, because this is Dutch way of making pancakes with bacon, and then you have the special Dutch syrup, stroop in Dutch. Spekpannenkoeken met stroop for the Dutch people. And yeah, but that's 5-6 times a year that I do that, so it doesn't really count as being a pork eater or red meat eater. If I eat meat, it's chicken, and that's maximum once a week, but generally it's once a month, maybe twice a month, because I just feel, I just feel it, so I do it. And last week I did it, but it was more of a pattern. Generally I do it when my girlfriend is gone for a few days, and the taste was like, and I used to like gyros or kebab, chicken ones, and so I was in the neighborhood of my favorite gyros place, so I took one, and so my body doesn't want it anymore. I used to love KFC. I would eat weekly a whole bucket of KFC, the big one, but the 2-people bucket. I would just eat it, watch a movie, and within an hour and a half, be all gone, all inside. You must be thinking, that sounds like Donald Trump. Well, I'm not looking like Donald Trump. I'm not round. And I have big hands, really have big hands with tall fingers. So this changed, because even KFC, I'm like, because my body doesn't want that. Like I rarely eat French fries. Yeah, I ate it at the air show 2 weeks ago because it was very hot, I was sweating a lot, so I was drinking a lot of water, and then I needed the salt. That was the only reason I was eating it. My body is telling me what I need and what I don't. My body is telling me I need salty, I need sweet, I need vegetables, raw vegetables, or I need fruits. I can feel it. And then I just take it. My body also sometimes tells me, oh, no food for the coming hours. And then I can spend almost the whole day not eating. My body doesn't want it, so I don't. And the rules of the meals that you need to eat at very specific hours, and you need to eat like this at this hour and that at that hour, the dietists are coming back and saying like, no, actually it's different, or it depends on the person. Yeah, because I don't want to say it depends on the person and the situation. So the person today needs this and the person tomorrow needs that, because then they have no structure, there's nothing they can sell. I'm not saying all dietists are bad. I know for a fact a very good dietist who is actually helping her clients to listen to their bodies and to see what their needs are. Because it's not about rules and matrix and systems, because we're not computers and we're changing. So what I needed yesterday, I do not need today, and definitely not tomorrow. And this is why it is so important to listen to your body. And of course, your body can be addicted to certain things. But then you take your addiction. So let's say you're addicted to, let's say KFC. So you eat it, but you will feel like afterwards, like, okay, pay attention to that. How do I feel when I take that thing that I really need it? Do I really feel better, or actually I don't? Okay, I don't. Good. Then you know, hey, it's an old habit, it's an addiction. Let's not do it. Next time I feel like, no, let's do something else. What else is there that I can eat? Or what else is there I can do? This applies to every addiction. You do this thing because you always have been doing it, and you do it a lot because you think you like it. Okay, let's see how you feel when you're actually doing it. It's like with smoking. Do you really feel good? Or is it just a moment you take, and then afterwards you start, and you cannot walk that much because actually you're tired, or you need to run for the bus, and you cannot because you don't have air in your lungs, because there's asphalt. Yeah, there's a pavement. You can skateboard in your lungs. Yeah, just imagine that for a moment. How your lungs look when you smoke. How your body looks when you do whatever crazy thing. Yeah, I know crazy is judging, but it's an addiction. And addictions have their roots, have their reasons. That's okay that you have them, but it's not okay to ignore them and to keep them. Because you want to get free, you want to feel better, to have fun, to enjoy life. Because that's what we all want. We want to be happy.